Hey, it's Coldplay and K-pop. Yeah, it's BTS and Coldplay. For those who just joined, so please feel free to send your favorite TS memory in 2021 in the chat box. So we'll just spend a couple of minutes to let others join, and we'll start at about 3:05. Oh, more K-pop. All right. It's 3:05, so I guess let's get started. Um, yeah, so again, welcome to Climate Science 2022 Kickoff Call. I'm Rock. I'll be your host for today. Streamer host. Yeah, let's do it. Um, it's so lovely seeing all of your smiles. It's amazing. Um, First of all, thank you for coming to this event, and we're very excited to share with you our goals and what's in store for us in 2022. Are you also excited? Can I see reactions? Yay! Love it. All right. But before we jump to that, let's first have a quick look at what we have achieved in 2021. So let me call on Climate Science co-founder and CEO, Eric Steinberger.
I'm not that fancy, but hey, hope everyone's doing well. Rock, could we get the next slide? I have inserted one. Oh, did it not? Oh, no, whatever. It doesn't matter. So in 2020, I posted, like, I think at the end of December 2020, I posted a message on our Climate Science channel that summarized the achievements we had in 2020 and outlined some of the goals for 2021. This call is going to be very similar, only that it's not a message, it's a call. Everyone's going to be outlining their goals for 2022. You're going to hear from all the teams today. But before we do that, I think it's also important to reflect a bit on what we have done. It's important to be ambitious in life. It's important to always aim for as high as you can possibly think you will ever reach, and try your best to get there. But it's also important to celebrate what you got done. Now, I'm a data scientist outside of climate science. So my job is like making data understandable and getting useful data. But I realize not everyone's a maths person. So I've thought of like some creative ways to, instead of like just showing you these numbers, I wanted to show you what we did in 2021 compared to 2020. So first of all, like our volunteers and our teams, if like this box represents all the volunteers we had in 2020, and like there's some like business cards in there to represent that. This is how many we have now. We have over 1,000. If this little needle represents all the participants in all climate science events in 2020, yeah, this is the message. But if this little needle, all climate science event participants, oops, we're looking at this many in 2021. So we have scaled from this to this in 1 year. Now, thanks Olympiad, I guess. If this little book represents one person or everyone who read any children's book in 2020, this is how many people did it in 2021. And one of my favorites is people having ideas. So if this little light bulb represents anyone who was part of any sort of mentorship program at CS, this, don't ask me how I got so many light bulbs, is how many people did it in 2021. Lastly, I think we all wish we would have done better on schools in 2020. And if this is all the schools we had in 2020, this is all the schools we have now, like a lot of them. But the last stat I want to share before I let others talk is, if this little whale represents everyone we have reached up until the end of 2020, and this is like just over between, I think around 200,000 people. then this whale represents everyone we have reached in 2021. I like whales. And this whale is way smaller than anything we will do in 2022. So I just didn't have a bigger whale. It would be bigger. But instead of showing you more whales, I'll let the team tell you all the things about this whale and how we're going to get to this whale. So yeah, team, have fun.
All right. Thanks for that, Eric. So we'll start with Gillian.
Hi, everyone. So excited to be here. I'm seeing lots of familiar faces and some unfamiliar faces as well. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Guylaine. I'm a content director at ClimateScience. Been here for about a year and a half. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm also a director of courses and quizzes, which is what I'm going to be talking a bit about today. So with courses are getting a massive upgrade. We have a lot of people on the content team now who are working on updating all of the courses to the latest science in light of the IPCC's sixth assessment report. So we're going through every single course now, every reference, every fact, every image. And we hope to, and that's thousands of references. So shout out to the content team for all of their work on that. And we'll hope to have that done sometime in the next few months and ready for all of you folks to take a look at. In addition to that, we'll be adding a few new chapters to some courses, such as A Fair World and the energy course as well, which is really exciting. And so we're also working on that in parallel. In terms of our goals for 2022, we're hoping to 5x course completions. So 5 times the amount of course completions that we had in the past in 2021. In terms of quizzes, we have a few new quizzes that are coming out soon. So stay tuned, take the time to kind of scroll through the quiz app and get it done. If you're competing in the Olympiad, the quizzes is the best way to prepare for your qualifiers and your quarterfinals. So I highly recommend it. And it's also a lot of fun. And in terms of our goals for 2022, we're hoping to bring the number of users on our quizzes up to 60,000. So that's it for me. If you ever have any questions or comments or suggestions about courses or quizzes or content, please feel free to reach out to me on Slack. I am literally always on Slack and I'm always happy to talk to any of you about courses or quizzes or honestly, whatever. So yeah, thank you so much for having me here today. And I hope to get to know more of you soon. So moving forward, Alex and Iona are going to talk a bit about CS Explore.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Iona, and me and Alex run Explore together. So first I thought I should kind of go over quickly what Explore did last year. We built 2 programs for basically to teach people, to help people, give them the opportunity to take their learning to like a whole nother level and opportunities to meet real scientists and contribute their ideas. So we built a program about energy and about agriculture, and we received around 500 applications. So this year, we're hoping to take that up a little bit more to 50,000 applications. I'm now realizing that's quite a big jump. But we can do it, I'm sure, with the help of the Olympiad. And to create a junior Explorer, right now we only accept people between 14 and 25, which we really want to be able to give opportunities to all the really smart young kids that we keep seeing. So that'd be really cool, and hopefully build another program as well as energy and agriculture. So I'll pass on to Alex now to talk about the next stuff.
Yeah, so I'm Alex. I lead ClimateScience Explore with Iona. And apart from, like, what is the use of spreading to 50,000 applicants if we are not also providing the best climate program there is, right? So as Iona said, we want to add more programs, but also obviously perfect the current ones. We're always listening to our cohorts that give us the best feedback, and hopefully we can provide them the best program ever by listening to what they want. But we also want to give them super awesome opportunities, and that comes with building credibility and prestige. So imagine partnering up with some big universities and big education hubs, and Explore becoming so cool and good that when people say, oh yeah, I graduated from the Explore program, it's like, no way, you did that? That's what we want to do. And so we also want the people who have done Explore to keep in touch and to just build not just a strong alumni network, but I guess I'll say it, a family all around the world of little climate leaders. That's really what we want to see. And to provide real meaningful mentorship, we currently have a few mentors helping explorers on their projects, but we want to take that a lot further and really, really provide a super cool opportunity to grow and learn and become the best climate leader they can possibly be by being in touch with the current best climate leaders we have out there. And then just a little note for the end that as communities spread to every country in the world, as you probably heard, we're hoping to have Explore do that as well and reach as many people as possible with top quality education. So yeah, I guess that's it for Explore programs. And speaking of programs, I think JP has a few things to say.
What is crack-a-lackin', folks? Thank you very much, Alexandra and Iona, for the introduction. Really, really appreciate it. Damn, we're only 2 people down, and I am thoroughly impressed. Just you wait for what's going to happen throughout the rest of this call, folks. For those that don't know me, and I feel like I know quite a couple of you folks, my name is JP. I tend to use he, they pronouns. I'm originally from Mexico City, and I've been working with CS for, oh my God, it's close to 2 years, more like a year and a half. And it has honestly been a wild ride and the time of my life. I absolutely adore what ClimateScience stands for and is doing. And every time I'm happy to wake up and go through the grind, because I know that what we're doing matters and is meaningful, and we are genuinely pushing for a better planet and a better future for billions of people and trillions of species. Now, without further ado, have you folks heard that we are launching a brand new program? We're launching a corporate product to try and educate corporate employees about sustainability, about climate solutions, about the consequences and causes of climate change, so that we can empower them and give them the tools and knowledge to demand action, to try and decarbonize their own industry, to demand action from their superiors, from their CEOs, from their shareholders, that their companies must and have to decarbonize in a just and transitionable manner, and so that they can think outside the box, so that they can think, wow, there are all these solutions out there. There's all of this going on. There's so many people that are passionate and really calling for change. Maybe it's time, for us to do something about it. Maybe it's time to rise up and, make sure that, sorry, Rafa, you're going to have to mute yourself. Thank you very much. So anyways, we are hoping to educate 15,000 employees by the end of 2022. Now, that is a huge number. Each workshop averages like 75. So just imagine how many workshops we would need to have to get to 15,000 employees. But we're currently building a team of sales folks, facilitators, and brainy folks to help us develop all of these workshops to be able to manage these goals. And the great thing about these is that we're going to be trying to raise funds through this project to try and support the initiatives, programs, and activities that ClimateScience loves to do, so that we can continue to provide free and accessible content to billions of people around the world. Now, if you thought that was everything, you were mistaken. Got number 2. Now, can we please go to the next slide? Thank you very much, Rock. As you folks know, last time I was presenting this with a mask on, and you folks were very excited about the school's product. You saw a couple of the activities. I'm happy to let you know that it's all completely launched. We have just gone through a whole amazing review of these activities. We worked with teachers to make sure that each and every single activity that we created was actually useful, that it was engaging, and that was informative. We actually asked these teachers, hey, are you going to use this activity in your classroom? They told us no. We can't have that. So we would make sure that those activities were right for the teachers and for the students. Now, the big developments that are going to happen in 2022 is that we're going to be adding 50 curriculums to our school activities. We currently have a grand total of 2. So we've got our work cut out for ourselves, and it is not easy, if I may tell you, to align curriculums to our activities. It involves a lot of hours of going through stuff. We're working with the we've got a couple in the United States, we've got India, Germany coming along, Brazil, Portugal, Philippines. So if you folks want to see your national or local curriculum added to our school activities, please do reach out on Slack and we can try and work something out. The more help, the better, and the faster we do this, the better. The activities are also all going to be translated into all of the languages that we offer. And we're going to be adding about 70 new activities this year, hopefully. That is the goal, at least. And we're also working on a program to try and show teachers how they can teach climate change, because a lot of teachers have a lot of difficulties with either the material or how to present it, or skepticism or doom and gloom narratives. So we're working on how to package all of this information in a easy to understand, easy to deliver manner to really try and drive student-led courses and classes to really empower the students to really absorb as much of this knowledge as possible and use it in their day-to-day life. Now, last little goal there, we're hoping to reach 4 million aggregate page visits on our school activities as well. Once again, folks, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone on this call here and everyone not on this call. You are what makes the dream work. This team is absolutely astonishing, and you are what makes me wake up with a smile on my face every single morning. So for that, I thank you all. And I'd like to pass on the microphone to my dear colleague, Bruna, who will take it away with TV and videos.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bruna. For those who don't know me, I've been working with CS for over a year now, and I am the director of TV and video. Many of you may know we are working with animated videos to spread knowledge on climate education through our social media. And in 2021, we were able to get this content on TV. And we reached already over 1 million people. And we are aiming high, really. In 2022, we really want to, reach for the skies and get as many people as we can. So for TV, maybe, I don't know, Netflix, Nat Geo, we don't know. We really want to get our content in big TV stations and get more people to get, if we can get billions of people to know climate science, the better. We don't know, we will try. And for 2022, we are aiming to get 15 million people reach from TV. I know it's a big jump from 1 million people, but we're confident we can do this. And considering our videos, we not only have animated videos, but we also have some live recordings of me, and we are posting these videos on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, Goodwall, and even LinkedIn. So we are trying to get new ideas to spread our content. And for 2022, we want to get this audience to be even higher. So we want to get 1 million views on YouTube, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. We want to get 5 million views on TikTok, and 100,000 followers on TikTok, and 3 million views on IG Reels. And we are doing our best to reach these goals, and we're very confident 2022 will be a great year for all of us. And if you all have suggestions, ideas, if you want to talk to me about TV and video, you can talk to me on Slack as well. I will be looking forward to know each one of you. And that's it. I just like JP, I want to thank you, everyone, for working so hard on climate science and making everything work. And up next is Brock.
Thanks so much, Bruna. And of course, thanks, Eric, Glenn, Iona, and Alex, and JP. I want to echo what they've said. Thanks, everyone, for the wonderful work that you're doing. Yeah, and of course, I hope you agree with me. Those are really exciting plans. And I am personally thrilled to see all of them happen. Can I see more reactions from our community? How do you feel about our goals so far? Cool. Cool. All right. Awesome. But we're only halfway. So there's a lot more exciting stuff ahead. And on that note, I'd like to call on Julia and Soleil.
Hi, unfortunately, Soleil couldn't make it today to the call, so you'll hear only me. I'm Julia and I'm coordinating translations. And previously I was Polish translator too. So we've heard some really amazing goals today, but to reach more and more people with the content that we create, we need translations. And our biggest goal actually, that was for the last year and it still remains, is supporting amazing work done by authors and image creators and everybody within CS to make climate science content even more available to people all around the world. And this year we are going to cooperate more closely with other teams within CS, for example, the community. So I hope everybody gets involved in translations too. We want to create bigger teams. So for every language, we want to have minimum 8 translators and 2 image creators so that you can have translations quicker and see all the materials available in different languages. And in 2021, we've translated around 2 million words. So you can imagine it's a lot. And this year we want to be at least 3 million words, but we aim for 5 million words. So I hope you can see all the materials created by climate science in every language you want this year. And we couldn't have climate science without visual part of this. So now you'll hear from Susan about the visual part.
Thank you, Julia. Happy New Year, everybody. It's nice to see you all. I'm going to be talking about social media and the kids' book. So my name's Susan. I'm from England, and I'm head of design and communications. Social media is definitely one of our oldest products, if you can call it a product. We've been working on our Instagram account from the start. In 2021, the Instagram account really grew up, and we started introducing new types of social media content. So that includes reporting on climate news and COP26. We introduced Earthly comics, and thanks to Bruna, we've incorporated kind of TikToks and Reels and short videos as well. And I'm happy to say that we hit 80,000 Instagram followers last year, which is excellent, and that continues to grow. In 2022, obviously, we want that number to increase, and not just on Instagram, on other social media platforms as well. Bruna already touched on that we've started Climate Science on Goodwall, which is a new newish social media platform for kind of students and young people. So in 2022, I've already done this, which is great. We want to create an Olympiad Instagram account to help promote Olympiad and make it and get people to take it a bit more seriously, and keep people up to date with what's going on in the Olympiad. If you haven't seen already, we've converted the community account to the Olympiad account, so certainly go and follow that and show your support. We want to target on our main social media account between 120,000 and 200,000 Instagram followers. We want to try and get some kind of environmental influencer to do an Instagram takeover. If anybody's got any suggestions for that, then do let us know. And we want to incorporate the CS community into the main account. Obviously, we've taken over the CS community account and turned it into an Olympiad account, but we do not want the community to take a back step. We want them to come to the forefront. We want any ideas, you want to do any kind of vloggy style things, and do a little Instagram takeover yourself, then get in touch with me and I'll see if we can incorporate you into the Instagram account. So kids books, the next slide please. Kids books we've been working on for a couple of years now, and I'm really happy to say that we are very, very, very close to finishing all 9 books. It's been a real marathon for our authors and our illustrators to get these done. But I'm happy to say about 9 of them are on the website currently. Oh no, 7 of them on the website. So do have a look at those and get sharing them. We've started to build a relationship with a Chinese agency, which is really exciting because they'll help us print and distribute our books around China. And we're also looking into 2022, getting the books published, getting an agent or self-publishing to really start getting these books printed, distributed in any way we can around the world in all countries, and hopefully as many languages as we can. We are in the process of translating the books as well. But obviously we're going to try and target the English-speaking countries first and foremost. In terms of distributing the books. So we're going to look at England, UK, Australia, USA, and then obviously China as well, which we already have a relationship with. The goal for 2022 is to at least have 10,000 copies sold globally of each book. That's at least. We want far more than that, hopefully. The idea is that we're going to be able to sell our books, and a little bit goes towards being able to get these books in lower income countries for free, so we can get them into schools with less of a budget, which would be really nice. And a job for me is to promote the books through appropriate channels and have a look at doing that to really get them out into the world. Thank you. We're back to rock with partnerships now.
Thanks, Susan. Yeah, so it's me again. I lead the partnership, and for those who don't know, just a little bit about me. So I actually started as national coordinator for the Philippines. So shout out to the Philippine community. Anyway, so yeah, climate change is arguably the biggest problem of our time. And you know that, we all know that, and that is why we are all here trying to help solve this very important problem through education. But of course, we can't do this alone. We need to work with organizations and governments to achieve the scale that we want. And of course, we need you to make this happen. So we will be working together to connect with organizations, including academic organizations, media organizations, other climate advocacy organizations, youth organizations, and of course, governments. I and the partnership team have been having conversations with our national coordinators, with a lot of you, and we will continue to do that in the coming days, as of course we try to reach all the countries in the world. So together in 2022, across the climate science ecosystem, we will work with 200 organizations and 50 national and local governments to bring climate education to the world. Yay! Cool. So ultimately, through these partnerships, we will reach as many as 50 million people in 2022. So as early as now, think of connections you have with these organizations and governments, and please feel free to reach out to me and we'll work something out. Very excited to connect with you. So that's for partnerships. Now, let me call on Michael and Rasil.
Hey everyone. Hope all of you are doing as well as I'm doing. It's super exciting to see all of you. Before we, let's stay on that slide. Good. When we started the community 2 years ago, we always wanted to grow big, and it's really, really fantastic to see that we now have a family of 1,000 people from coast to coast. It's awesome to be a part of it. Before we jump to the goals, just very quick clarification. Whenever I talk with people outside of the community, a lot of people, if I ask, what do you think of the community? They immediately say, I love the community. Of course, the community is great. But although a lot of people love the community, sometimes the community might seem a little complicated. So just gonna do all of us a favor when this year starts. I'm gonna clarify this. From now on, the community focuses on 3 things: clubs, events, and campaigns. And those are the things that we're really going to be capitalizing on. Now, I want to draw your attention to the slide really quickly. There's a bunch of happy smiles, bunch of happy people, and amazing moments. We went to schools, we had a lot of different events, and the community wouldn't be anything without the people. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, talking about amazing experiences, there's some more amazing people coming up, and they're gonna announce our goals. Rasil?
Yeah, so with the community structure that Michael just said, our community family is going to become a lot bigger. Eric, you're going to need a lot more boxes. And well, our goal this year is to reach 500,000 or 500,000 community members this year. Now, just to give you an idea of what community members are all our lovely coordinators. They are all the people in our clubs. They are people that take part in campaigns. It's really everyone that's not only learning a lot more about climate change, but also gets to spread. It's also just so much more than that. It's a bunch of people that spread kindness, are critical, passionate about climate change, and I can sort of say with surety that so many of these 500,000 people are climate problem solvers and will be climate leaders in the future. So that's our first goal, which is 500,000 community members this year. Our next goal is reaching 35,000 clubs. Now, to give you an idea of how many people that is, okay, now Eric, the boxes aren't going to do it, but when you look at how many people there are per clubs, we were conservative first, and we were like, okay, well, maybe there's about 10 to 15 people per clubs, and then I started looking around me, and I realized that there are a lot more people. There are about 200 people in the clubs where I'm at. So that's a lot of people that are learning more about climate change, and we're sort of able to bring climate education with so much more geographical diversity and in so much more of a localized way that otherwise hasn't been possible. And we'll really be able to bring resources and everything to life with people that really care about it and people that are going to do something about it. So that's clubs. But yeah, awesome. We're really excited about these goals. And also, in case anyone here doesn't know what the community is or wants to help start a community or a club, you can reach out to me. And we'd be so excited to get that started. Paul, do you want to talk about our next goal?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Rasil. So my name is Paul Chukuma, and I'm building a community here in Rwanda, climate science. And the next goal is event participants. So these are people who would be engaging with the climate science events regularly, not exclusive alone to the CX Explore, but lots of other events will be pulling through as a community here at Climate Science. So the goal for this year is 80,000 event participants who will be regularly learning about climate science and engaging during our event globally. So I would call on Felipe to talk about the global domination strategy.
Hey guys, I'm Felipe. So it's crazy to be around such brilliant people talking. So it's even crazier what we are going to do in the task force. We are basically conquering the world in 3 months. We have a team of 10 people giving more than their best to actually do it. And we believe that with community, we'll really achieve every country in the world. So, Michael, do you want to talk a bit more?
Oh, no. Yeah, guys, so climate science is taking over the world. Very big things. Hope you're all excited. Talking about big things, Kanika, I believe that you have a pretty big thing to announce.
Yes. Can we switch to the next slide, please? Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Kanika. Those of you who don't know me, I'm from India. I've been with climate science for about a year, and Olympiad is pretty much all I've been involved in since January last year. And most of you may already know me because a lot of you were participants last year, and I spammed you guys like crazy. Really sorry about that. Looking back at last year, at the start of the year, I never thought that I would achieve something so amazing. By the end of it, we engaged. We started with an aim of 10,000 participants, but we actually ended up 12,000, so much so that in August, we had to shut down the registration because it just won't stop coming. And this, much to my amaze, we actually reached out to 140 countries in the world. And we also got to host our award ceremony at COP26. Again, something I did not know that we would be able to do in January. And to top it all off, we had Jane Goodall as our guest speaker. I was in a Zoom call with Jane Goodall herself. It was the best experience of my life. And this is what inspires me to set even bigger goals for myself, for the community, and for the people that we are going to serve all around the world. I'm just going to skip the first two lines. I'm directly going to go to the moonshot goal, which is 1 million participants. This year, we are going to be engaging 1 million participants. The platform is already ready. Eric has designed it to be able to handle these many people. So if you guys are between the age range, which is 12 to 25, please go today and cash some bugs so that we can bug Eric. And yeah, other than that 1 million goal, we have a few smaller goals, which are like getting 5 government partnerships and securing venue at COP27 again, and engaging eminent personalities as finals judges and award ceremony speakers. Personally, the last one is actually really, really difficult, because last year we got Jane Goodall through a personal connection, but this time we have really ambitious goals of engaging a lot more people, like really great, amazing personalities who have done so much in the climate space. So yeah, these are from my side, and I'm actually a bit relieved after, looking at everyone's goal. Like, I'm not the only one with insane targets. So yeah, good luck to everyone. This was really, really amazing, and I hope all of us can achieve it. And I'm gonna pass it on to Rock now. Thank you so much.
All right. Wow. Thanks, Kanika, and of course, Julia, Susan, Rasil, Michael, and some of the amazing people from the community. It's so amazing. I feel so proud just hearing all the achievements in 2021. And so I like that hug from from Sasha, and so excited for 2022. So yeah, so do you agree that 2022 is going to be amazing? Amazing, because we're gonna really work for it, right? Awesome. So we're very excited to make all these happen, and of course we are confident that we can achieve all our goals with all of you doing the amazing work that you are doing. Again, thank you so much for that, and thanks so much for being part of our community and being movers of our mission of bringing climate education to the rest of the world. So now, before this event comes to an end, we have one more exciting announcement for you. So let me call on Sasha to tell us about this exciting event that's happening in February.
Hey everyone, I'm Sasha from Uzbekistan. I'm a national coordinator of Uzbekistan, our teenage community. So to celebrate our amazing, diverse, and dedicated community that I'm just love so much, we are working on the conference that will be held on February 5th to 6th to celebrate the 2-year birthday of our community. And there we will have so many amazing events. We will have a lot of experts, guests, events, presentations, talks, games, and even yoga. and workouts. So it's gonna be so much fun. So we are all inviting you to participate there. By the way, this thing was made by me. Check out the design. Yay.
All right. Thanks for that, Sasha. I am absolutely looking forward to the community conference. So again, mark that in your calendars. It's happening on February 5 and 6. And yeah, there's yoga and a lot more. All right. Yeah. So to end the event, I'd like to call again for a closing message our CEO and co-founder, Eric.
I remember like the first time we did one of these, I was like speaking half the call because it was just such a mess and we were just starting everything and it was, and like last time I was like barely, I had like one slot in the middle. And now we finally arrived at it's just the team. Everyone sets their own goals. You know, that's one thing I love about CS is everyone sets their own goals. I tried to, this Million Olympiad thing came up, but I tried to talk Kanika out of it, but Kanika wasn't gonna take it. It was impossible. And I think the number of times I've tried to talk Michael out of his insane community goals is also, yeah, I don't even know how often. So it's just, I just want to say thank you. Like back when we started, I could never have imagined the extent to which this culture of being both absolutely lovely and just, you know, Sasha hugging everyone, and like incredibly ambitious and productive and just like going out solving problems at a speed that really no one else tries to even. I mean, we're like scaling 100x a year here, and we've done it once. And it's not like it's ridiculous. We've done it this year with some of our products, and we're going to do it again. I believe in all of you. I believe in every single one of you because, you know, it's damn hard to get into CS. So having gotten in, you're probably quite cool. I know most of you. It's just an immense honor. Like, thank you so much. This is the best part. This is just favorite part of life, period. You just make like everything so amazing. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say other than can't wait to talk next year, January, about having reached all or most of these amazing goals. Yeah, have fun doing it, grow doing it, like really try to enjoy it, take care of yourself, be ambitious, do as much as you can to find fulfillment. And I don't know about you, but this is how I find fulfillment. Everyone finds it in different ways. I hope lots of you find theirs in achieving some of those things that really help tons of people in the world, because that's what we're doing here. We're just like always got to remind yourself why you do something, right? And we're really like, we're just trying to reduce the inequality that comes out of climate change and do so in the most effective way possible. And those things scale with numbers. Reaching 1 million people is 10 times better than reaching 100,000 people. So let's go and reach lots of millions of people.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, everyone. I saw Sasha said we should take a screenshot. Would you like to take a photo of the group photo?
Yeah, let's do a heart one as always.
Let's do
Everyone turn on your camera.
Yeah. There's 4 pages, so you'll have to keep smiling for a while. Okay. Let me try and capture all those beautiful smiles. Let me do this. All right, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, let's go to the next page. Keep that smile on your faces. All right, okay. 1, 2. All right. Hold your smiles. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next page. We don't know who's on which page, so just keep smiling, everyone. 1, 2, 3, smile. All
and
right.
Rock, now you do one heart, so I'm gonna take a screenshot so you have a heart as well. Go.
Oh, okay.
One last time, everyone.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
49 people screen, so I've got almost half of you on there.
Cool.
Rock, you're the star of the show. Done.
Cool. Earthly is the star of the show.
Earthly is the star of the show.
Earthly is the star of the show. And
Earthly
all
is
of
very
you.
adorable.
Yeah, so. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. And let's do this. to amazing 2022. Thank you.
You all at the community conference.
Yes.
Go team. Thanks for coming,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone.
Woo. Lots of love.
Thank you.
This is super awesome. Thanks, everyone.